In today's wrestling news, Vince McMahon has been spotted publicly for the first time since his retirement. Billy Gunn shoots on AEW, calling it the Wild West. And Warner Bros. Discovery has told AEW to mind its language. Vince McMahon has been spotted celebrating his 77th birthday in notable fashion. He had dinner with John Cena and his wife in New York City. McMahon, Cena, his wife, and an unidentified woman were spotted walking out of the Waverly Inn and into a Sprinter van. McMahon reportedly had no interest in talking, as he tried to cover his face from any photography, and it's worth noting that Linda McMahon was not with him. A further photo that is doing the rounds on social media is of Brock Lesnar and Pat McAfee standing outside the Waverly Inn restaurant in New York City. Next up, Billy Gunn discusses the differences between WWE and AEW. The WWE Hall of Famer and former Intercontinental Champion has been around the wrestling business since the late 80s. On the sessions with Renee Paquette, he said that I'm a very structured person, especially in the wrestling business. In WWE, there's one thing, and if you don't like it, you can ask that one person and they say, no, you'll do it that way. So you'll do it that way, and I'm not saying it's not good at AEW, I'm saying it's a little bit on the Wild West side. I'm not used to that, and that's the hardest adjustment. AEW has reportedly been asked to cut back on the usage of profanity in its programming. Word has gotten to AEW from Warner Bros. Discovery that they'd like the language toned down going forward. Interestingly, however, Warner Bros. Discovery have made no mention of AEW wrestlers bleeding during matches. Coincidentally, Warner Bros. Discovery executives were in attendance during AEW's debut show in Los Angeles earlier this year, when MJF unleashed a profanity-filled rant directed at AEW president Tony Khan. Shortly thereafter, Warner Bros. Discovery reportedly issued an edict to AEW to remove MJF from all promotional materials. When AEW first joined Warner Media Networks in 2019, it was reported that TNT was very much behind the idea of AEW using cursing and blood, and when Dynamite was moved from TNT to TBS in 2021, several reports had noted that AEW's TV14 programming will continue to maintain the same standards of practice across its two flagship shows on the network. However, a lot has changed over the last year or so, following the merger between Discovery and Warner Media, so keep a close eye on AEW's programming going forward to see how they react to being told to tone it down.